So in the previous class, we learnt about the female reproductive structure or organ. Alba. So adralli we learnt the in detail structure on pistil, and we also learnt about different types of pistil and also the different classifications. Okay, and along with that we learned the structure of integumented ovule. Why do we call it as integumented ovule? Because it is having the integuments, the structure which is protective in function, which is covering to the outermost surface of the ovule. That is why it is called as integumented ovule. So we also learned all the different structures present in the ovule. Correct. So with that, we will next proceed with the megasporogenesis. Okay. So what we are focusing on today's class is the process of megasporogenesis. So what is megasporogenesis? The term or this word itself will signify us that there are formation or genesis andre ಏನು generation or formation of what? Of megaspores. Okay, megaspores are being developed in this process. Okay, so the process of formation of megaspores from what? From MMC. Previously in the male reproductive organ ಅಥವಾ male reproductive structure, when we were learning, ಅದರಲ್ಲೂ ಕೂಡ ನಾವು MMC ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ವಿ. ಆದರೆ it is not megaspore. So when it is with respect to male, what we have to keep it in our mind, ಏನಂತ ನೆನ್ಪಿಟ್ಕೋಬೇಕು? ಮೈಕ್ರೋಸ್ಪೋರ್ ಬರಬೇಕು ಮೇಲ್ಗೆ. Female, when we are talking about female reproductive structures or organ related to that concept, ಅವಾಗ ನಾವು ಏನಂತ ನೆನ್ಪಿಟ್ಕೋಬೇಕು? megaspores. So it is megaspore mother cell. Okay, megaspore mother cell in the there are formation of megaspores. Megaspore mother cell. Okay, the process of formation of what? Megaspores from megaspore mother cell, MMC. Megaspore mother cell is called megasporogenesis. Correct? Biology term itself will give us the definition. So when we understand, split the word into 3 or 2, ಆಗ ನಮಗೆ ಇಡೀ ಡೆಫಿನೇಷನ್ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ. Only few terms, scientific terms we have to remember ಅಷ್ಟೇ. Correct? So this is the definition for megasporogenesis. Andre in this process, megaspores are being developed from megaspore mother cell. Okay, so it is megaspore mother cell, which is also called as MMC. Fine. So the ovules will differentiate a single megaspore mother cell in the micropylar region of the nucellus. So in previous class, what did we understand? This was the ovule, correct? This was the ovule, where at one end, micropylar end alli integuments iralla. Correct? This is the ovule. Understand? This is the ovule. Correct? Idu outer integument, and this is the ovarian cavity we learned. ಈ ovarian cavity ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಕಲ್ತ್ಕೊಂಡ್ವಿ. There are nucellus, homogeneous mass of cells, that is nucellus, parenchymatous cells ಅಂತ ಕರೆದ್ವಿ. ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾ? So these cells are called as nucellus. There are numerous nucellus inside the ovarian cavity. What happens here, which is the micropylar region? This one. And opposite to that is chalazal end. Correct alva? So micropylar region alli iruvantaha ಒಂದು nucellus. Okay, one of the cell which is towards the micropylar region will differentiate into megaspore mother cell. Here what we have to understand is everything illiro baro nucellus ella megaspore mother cell agala. One of the cells near the micropylar region will differentiate into single, not many or double, alla, only one single megaspore mother cell ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. One of the nucellus cells will turn into megaspore mother cell. ಹೇಗೆ? with dense cytoplasm. ಇವಾಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಇದು ಮೆಗಾಸ್ಪೋರ್ ಮದರ್ ಸೆಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಡಿಫ್ರೆನ್ಶಿಯೇಟ್ ಆದಾಗ it will increase in size. ಓಕೆನಾ? see, it will increase in size if this is the ovule. one of the cell ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, this one which will turn into MMC will increase in size with the dense cytoplasm and the prominent nucleus in it, and other nucellus ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ ಇಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ, other nucellus will go surrounding to it. ಇತರ. So this one cell towards the micropylar region will turn into MMC. ಇದು ಒಂದು ಸ್ಮಾಲ್ ಸೆಲ್ will become this big cell. ಈಸಿಯಾಗಿ ನಾವು ಕಂಡುಹಿಡಿಬೋದು ಅದನ್ನು, ಮೆಗಾಸ್ಪೋರ್ ಮದರ್ ಸೆಲ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ. Did you understand? Yes. So that is the case how megaspore mother cell is formed from the nucellus. Ide diagram I have written here. See, all other nucellus has been arranged like this, full covering what? Covering the megaspore mother cell. Megaspore mother cell nodi eshtu large cell agide with the prominent nucleus and the dense cytoplasm. ಯಾಕೆ ಇಷ್ಟು ಲಾರ್ಜ್ ಸೆಲ್ ಆಗಬೇಕು? ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಫರ್ದರ್ ಡಿವಿಷನ್ಸ್ ಆಗಬೇಕು. ಮೆಗಾಸ್ಪೋರ್ ಮದರ್ ಸೆಲ್ ಇಂದನೇ ಮೆಗಾಸ್ಪೋರ್ಸ್ ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ಆಗಬೇಕು. ಅದರಿಂದಾಗಿ ಇಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಆಕ್ಯುಪೈಡ್ ಸೋ ಬಿಗ್ ಸ್ಪೇಸ್ ಇನ್ ಇಟ್ ವಿತ್ ದಿ ಪ್ರಾಮಿನೆಂಟ್ ನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಯಸ್. ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್? ಸೊ ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ವಾಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪನ್ಸ್? ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಸ್ಟೆಪ್? ಈಗ ದಿಸ್ ಲಾರ್ಜ್ ಸೆಲ್, as we said, large cell, one of the nucellus towards the micropylar region, large ಆಗುತ್ತೆ with dense cytoplasm and prominent nucleus. Again the same thing ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Okay, then what happens? The MMC will undergo mitotic divisions. That means this is meiosis. Okay, ಮಿಯಾಸಿಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಇವಾಗ ಮಿಯಾಸಿಸ್ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? ಮಿಯಾಸಿಸ್ ಕಂಡೀಷನಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? ದಿ ಸಿಂಗಲ್ MMC ವಿಚ್ ವಾಸ್ ಪ್ರೀವಿಯಸ್ಲಿ ಬೀನ್ ವಿಲ್ ಸ್ಪ್ಲಿಟ್ ಇಂಟು 2 cells. ದಟ್ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ಇಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಡಯಾಡ್ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್. ಡಯಾಡ್, ಮೆಗಾಸ್ಪೋರ್ ಡಯಾಡ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. MMC ಒಂದು ಸಿಂಗಲ್ ಸೆಲ್ ಇತ್ತಲ್ಲ, MMC with prominent nucleus, cytoplasm dense ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ, that will turn into megaspore dyad. ಅಂದರೆ ಫಸ್ಟ್ meiosis division ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? 2 cells ಆಗಿ ಸ್ಪ್ಲಿಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. that condition is called as megaspore dyad. Megaspore dyad. Okay, and these divisions will happen towards micropylar region. ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾ? ಯಾಕಂದರೆ ಮೈಕ್ರೋಪೈಲಾರ್ ರೀಜನ್ ಇಂದನೇ ನ್ಯೂಸಿಲೆಸ್ ಸೆಲ್ಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಬೀನ್ ಡಿಫ್ರೆನ್ಶಿಯೇಟ್ ಇನ್ ಟು MMC. ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾ? ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ರೀಜನ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ರಿಮೆಂಬರ್. ದೇ ವಿಲ್ ಆಸ್ಕ್ ಅಟ್ ವಾಟ್ ರೀಜನ್ ದ ನ್ಯೂಸಿಲೆಸ್ ವಿಲ್ ಟರ್ನ್ ಇನ್ ಟು MMC ಅಂತ. ಸೊ ಮೈಕ್ರೋಪೈಲಾರ್ ಎಂಡ್ ಅಂತ ನೆನ್ಪಿಟ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. ದೆನ್ ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ದಿಸ್ ಡಯಾಡ್ ಸ್ಟೇಜ್ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? ಟೆಟ್ರಾಡ್ ಸ್ಟೇಜ್ಗೆ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ. ಟೆಟ್ರಾಡ್ ಆಸ್ ದಿ ನೇಮ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ವಿಲ್ ಟೆಲ್ ಅಸ್ 4 cells, 4 different cells ಆಗಿ ಕನ್ವರ್ಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ವಿತ್ ದಿ ಲೀನಿಯರ್ ಫ್ಯಾಷನ್. ಲೀನಿಯರ್ ಅಂದ್ರೇನು? ಒನ್ ಅಬೌವ್ ದಿ ಅದರ್ ಸೆಲ್ಸ್ ಹೇಗೆಗೋ ಅಫಜಾರ್ಡ್ ಆಗಿ ಅರೇಂಜ್ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ, ಅಫಜಾರ್ಡ್ ಆಗಿ ಸ್ಪ್ಲಿಟ್ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ, ಬಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಬೀನ್ ಸ್ಪ್ಲಿಟ್ ಇನ್ ಅ ಲೀನಿಯರ್ ಮ್ಯಾನರ್. ಲೀನಿಯರ್, ಒನ್ ಅಬೌವ್ ದಿ ಅದರ್. ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಹೌ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಅ ಸಿಂಗಲ್ MMC ಮೆಗಾಸ್ಪೋರ್ ಡಯಾಡ್ ಆಗಿದೆ, ಡಯಾಡ್ ಇಂದ ಟೆಟ್ರಾಡ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. Got it? Then what is the next stage here? ಡಯಾಡ್ ಇಂದ ಟೆಟ್ರಾಡ್ ಆಯಿತು. ಟೆಟ್ರಾಡ್ ಇಂದ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? we will understand now. Okay, we will understand in this concept, that is female gametophyte or embryo sac. Female gametophyte ಯಾವುದು? Embryo sac. Why do we call it as female gametophyte? because inside the embryo sac a female gamete, that is egg, is being formed. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ female gametophyte ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. Which is a male gametophyte? Pollen grain. ಯಾಕೆಂದ್ರೆ pollen grain will germinate and give us the sperm cells, male cells, correct? So female gametophyte is embryo sac. So ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, in majority of the flowering plants, one of the megaspore will become functional. What I am saying here, ಇಲ್ಲಿ 4 cells ಆಗಿದೆ, correct? 4 cells divide ಆಗಿದೆ, one above the other. ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, one of the cell, 4 cells will not further divide. Among these 4 cells, 3 will get degenerated. Okay, 3 will get degenerated, non-functional agbidutte. But only one of the cell among these 4 cells will become functional. And there again comes the condition. What is the condition applied there? Chelazal end iruttalla, the opposite side of the micropylar end, ಆ ರೀಜನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುವಂತಹ ಸೆಲ್ will become functional, and below that all other cells will become non-functional. Chelazal end alliruvanತಹ this megaspore cell will become functional, and other below that all 3 cells will become degenerated or will become non-functional. ಅದು ಮೆಜಾರಿಟಿ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಫ್ಲವರಿಂಗ್ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೇ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ನ ನಾವು ನೋಡ್ಬೋದು. ಓಕೆ, ಓನ್ಲಿ ಒನ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನಲ್ ಮೆಗಾಸ್ಪೋರ್ ವಿಲ್ ಆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಸ್ ಮದರ್ ಸೆಲ್ ಫಾರ್ ದಿ ಫ್ಯೂಚರ್ ಡೆವಲಪ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಎಂಬ್ರಿಯೋ ಸ್ಯಾಕ್. ಆ ಒಂದು ಸೆಲ್ ವಿಚ್ ಇಸ್ ನಿಯರ್ ಟು ದ ಚಲಾಸಲ್ ಎಂಡ್ will become functional, and that cell is only involved in the further division and differentiation into female gametophyte, that is embryo sac. Did you all get it? Okay, so this process of embryo sac formation from a single megaspore, correct? A single megaspore is called as monosporic development. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು, ಸ್ಪೋರ್ಸ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸ್ಪೋರ್, ಮೆಗಾಸ್ಪೋರ್. ಮೋನೋ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಒಂದು ಸ್ಪೋರ್ ಇಂದ ಡೆವಲಪ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ ಇಡೀ ಎಂಬ್ರಿಯೋ ಸ್ಯಾಕು, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಈ ಪ್ರಾಸೆಸ್ನ ನಾವು ಏನಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ, ಮೋನೋಸ್ಪೋರಿಕ್ ಡೆವಲಪ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಎಂಬ್ರಿಯೋ ಸ್ಯಾಕ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಈಸಿ. ಮೋನೋ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸಿಂಗಲ್, ಸ್ಪೋರ್ಸ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸ್ಪೋರ್ಸು. ಸಿಂಗಲ್ ಸ್ಪೋರಿಂದ ಡೆವಲಪ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇರೋದು ಏನೋ ಎಂಬ್ರಿಯೋ ಸ್ಯಾಕ್ ಡೆವಲಪ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಆಲ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಈ ಸಿಂಗಲ್ ಸೆಲ್ ಇಂದ ಹೇಗೆ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಎಂಬ್ರಿಯೋ ಸ್ಯಾಕ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಅಥವಾ ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಫಿಮೇಲ್ ಗೆಮೆಟೋಫೈಟ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ವಿ ವಿಲ್ ಲುಕ್ ನಾವ್. ಸೊ ದ ನ್ಯೂಸಿಲಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಫಂಕ್ಷನಲ್ ಮೆಗಾಸ್ಪೋರ್, ಈಗ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಬಿಫೋರ್ ದ ನ್ಯೂಸಿಲಸ್ ಡಿವೈಡಿಂಗ್ ಇಂಟು ಟೆಟ್ರಾಡ್, ಮೆಗಾಸ್ಪೋರ್ ಟೆಟ್ರಾಡ್, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮಿಯಾಸಿಸ್ ಆಯಿತು. ಈಗ ಯಾವ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್, ಇವಾಗ ಯಾವ ಸೆಲ್ ಡಿವಿಷನ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, ಇವಾಗ ಮೈಟೋಸಿಸ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಇವಾಗ ಮೈಟೋಸಿಸ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಮಿಯಾಸಿಸ್ ಬಿಫೋರ್ ಆಯಿತು, ಈಗ ಮೈಟೋಸಿಸ್ ಸೆಲ್ ಡಿವಿಷನ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಟು ಫಾರ್ಮ್ 2 nuclei which will move into opposite poles forming 2 nucleate embryo sac. ಈಗ ಏನಾಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, one functional megaspore will divide mitotically to form 2 cells, to form 2 nuclei. ಅಂದರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಯೈ ಅಂದರೆ ಕ್ಯಾರಿಯೋಕೈನೆಸಿಸ್ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇರೋದು, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸೈಟೋಕೈನೆಸಿಸ್ ಇನ್ನೂ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಓಕೆ, ಕ್ಯಾರಿಯೋಕೈನೆಸಿಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ, 1 ನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಯಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಬೀನ್ ಸ್ಪ್ಲಿಟೆಡ್ ಇಂಟು 2. ಸೊ 2 ನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಯೇಟ್ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಈಗ ಅದು ಹೇಗೆ ಮೂವ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಆಪೋಸಿಟ್ ಪೋಲ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಮೂವ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಇನ್ಸೈಡ್ ದಿ ಓವ್ಯೂಲ್. ಓಕೆನಾ? ದೆನ್ ಅದೇ ಥರ ಸೇಮ್ ರಿಪೀಟೆಡ್ ಡಿವಿಷನ್ಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ರಿಪೀಟೆಡ್ ಮೈಟೋಟಿಕ್ ನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಡಿವಿಷನ್ಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ವಿಚ್ ವಿಲ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ 2 ನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಯೈ ಸ್ಟೇಜ್ ಇಂಟು 4 ನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಯೇಟ್ ಸ್ಟೇಜ್, 4 nucleate stage into 8 nucleate stage, and that is the the end of the nucleus formation in the embryo sac. What is happening? Again, we shall repeat it. Ovule ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಫಂಕ್ಷನಲ್ ಮೆಗಾಸ್ಪೋರ್ ಸಿಕ್ತು, 3 ಇದ್ದಿದ್ದು ಡಿಜೆನರೇಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಅಬೌವ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಚಲಾಸಲ್ ಎಂಡಲ್ಲಿ ಇರೋದು ಇಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಬಿಕಮ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನಲ್. ಈಗ ಇದೇನಾಗಿದೆ, ದಿಸ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಬೀನ್ ಸ್ಪ್ಲಿಟೆಡ್ ಇಂಟು 2 ನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಯೇಟ್ ಸ್ಟೇಜ್. ಅದು ಆಪೋಸಿಟ್ ಎಂಡ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ. ದೆನ್ 2 ನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಯೇಟ್ ಸ್ಟೇಜಿಂದ 4 ನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಯೇಟ್ ಸ್ಟೇಜ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. 4 ನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಯೇಟಿಂದ 8 ನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಯೇಟ್ ಸ್ಟೇಜ್ಗೆ ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಮೈಟೋಟಿಕಲಿ. ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಮೈಟೋಟಿಕ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಡಿವಿಷನ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇರೋದು. ಹಿಯರ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಹಿಯರ್ ಇಟ್ has become 3 mitotic divisions. 1 plus 2, 3 mitotic divisions. Then 3 plus 4, 7 mitotic divisions ಆಗಿ 8 nucleate stage ಬಂದಿದೆ. So this is first generation of division, second generation of mitotic division, and this is third generation of mitotic division. Okay, this is how from a single functional megaspore the 8 nucleate stage, ಇದೆಷ್ಟು ಇಲ್ಲಿ 2 nucleate stage, 4 nucleate stage and 8 nucleate stage ಆಗಿ formation ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. This is not the end of the development of embryo sac. Okay, don't feel it this is the end. ಇನ್ನೂ ಇದೆ. ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, these 8 nucleus or nucleate stage will further differentiate into cells. How many cells it will differentiate and ಎಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ, ಎಷ್ಟು ಸೆಲ್ಸ್ ಯಾವ ರೀಜನ್ಗೆ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ, ಚಲಾಸಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ, ಮೈಕ್ರೋಬಯಾಲಜಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ, ಮಿಡಲಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ಬರುತ್ತೆ, we will see it further. Okay, till here did you understand? ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಡೆವಲಪ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಮೊನೋಸ್ಪೋರಿಕ್ ಎಂಬ್ರಿಯೋ ಸ್ಯಾಕ್ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರು ಒಂದೇ ಕ್ವಶನ್ನೇ, ಡೆವಲಪ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಎಂಬ್ರಿಯೋ ಸ್ಯಾಕ್ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರು ಒಂದೇ ಕ್ವಶನ್ನೇ, ಡೆವಲಪ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಫೀಮೇಲ್ ಗೆಮೆಟೋಫೈಟ್ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರು ಒಂದೇ ಕ್ವಶನ್ನೇ. ಡೋಂಟ್ ಗೆಟ್ ಕನ್ಫ್ಯೂಸ್ಡ್, ಓನ್ಲಿ ದೇ ವಿಲ್ ಟ್ವಿಸ್ಟ್ ದಿ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ಸ್ ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಬಿ ಅಲರ್ಟ್, ಕಾನ್ಶಿಯಸ್ ವೈಲ್ ಅನಲೈಸಿಂಗ್ ದಿ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್. ಆಲ್ ರೈಟ್, ಸೊ ಅಗೇನ್ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ದಿ ಡಯಾಗ್ರಾಮ್ಯಾಟಿಕ್ ರೆಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟೇಷನ್. ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಬ್ರೀಫ್ ಇಟ್ ಔಟ್. 2 ನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಯೇಟ್ ಸ್ಟೇಜಿಂದ 4 ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ, 4 ಇಂದ 8 ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ಫರ್ದರ್ ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪನಿಂಗ್ ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ದಿಸ್ 8 ನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಯೇಟ್ ಸ್ಟೇಜ್, ಆಫ್ಟರ್ 3 ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ 7 ಡಿವಿಷನ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿದೆ, ಮೈಟೋಟಿಕ್ ಡಿವಿಷನ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ಆವಾಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಅಂದರೆ, ಸಿ ದೇರ್ ಇಸ್ ದಿ ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಸಿನರ್ಜಿಡ್ಸ್. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, one from each pole, one from each end will migrate to the center. ಇಲ್ಲಿ 4 ಇದೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ 4 ಇದೆಯಾ? ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್. ಸಾರಿ, what is happening here? 8 nucleate stage in the one of the nuclei from each side, each end or each poles will migrate. ಹೇಗೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ 1 this 4th one will come to the center and ಇಲ್ಲಿ among these 4 one will come to the center. ಈ ಥರ ಸ್ಟೇಜ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಹಿಯರ್ ದೀಸ್ 2 cells, 2 cells ಅಲ್ಲ, ಇದನ್ನ ನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಯಸ್ will come together and form the central cell. What will it form? Central cell ಆಗಿ ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ 1 cell. ಆಯಿತು. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಅದರ ಎಂಡಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, ದೀಸ್ 3 ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ, ಈ 3 ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಸಪ್ರೇಟ್ 3 cells ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸಪ್ರೇಟ್ ಆಗಿ 3 cells ವಿತ್ 3 ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್ ನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಯೈ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Okay, 3 different nuclei with 3 different cells, cell wall formation agutte. Cytokinesis will take place here. So among that, ಇಲ್ಲಿ central ಇರೋದು will become egg, and at the opposite sides now will become synergids. So this is the second cell, and this is 3 and 4 cells, 2 synergids alba. So 3 and 4, 3,4 ಅಂತಾನೆ ಬರ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಓಕೆ, ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಏನಾಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, at the other end ಏನಾಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, there are these 3 nucleus left ಅಲ್ವಾ, ಇದು will form cell wall and become antipodal cells. ಆಂಟಿಪೋಡಲ್ ಸೆಲ್ಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟು 3 ಆಯಿತು, ಇದು 3 4 ಆಯ್ತಲ್ಲ, 5 6 7. ಸೊ ಟೋಟಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ಸೆಲ್ಸ್ ಆಯ್ತು ಇಲ್ಲಿ, 7 ಸೆಲ್ಡ್. ಎಷ್ಟು ನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಯೈ ಆಯಿತು, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 ಅಷ್ಟೇನಾ? Look at it carefully. Central cell has 2 cells combined to form 1 cell. Correcta? So andre 2 nuclei has combined to form a single cell. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಅದು ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, 8 nucleate stage ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. So it is 7 celled 8 nucleate stage. Always remember 7 celled 8 nucleate stage. Got it? Yes. Next, ಇದು ಯಾವ ರೀಜನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, ಆಂಟಿಪೋಡಲ್ಸ್ is formed towards the chalazal end. Remember that also. The question will be asked, where are antipodals formed? Antipodals are formed towards chalazal end. Chalazal end ಅಲ್ಲಿ antipodals, 3 antipodals form ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ with 3 nucleus. In the center there is 2 polar nuclei forming 1 cell, that is central cell. And towards the micropylar region we can see, okay, towards the micropylar region we can view 2 synergids. Okay, 2 synergids with 1 egg, which is behind Allah, that is 1 egg cell, 2 synergids, and there is this finger like structure, that is filiform apparatus. Finger like structures ಏನಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ, filiform apparatus. What is the function of filiform apparatus? Filiform apparatus has the major function to attract the incoming pollen grains or give the direction for the incoming pollen grains towards the embryo sac, so that the pollen grains will come and merge with the central cell, the nucleus. The egg. ಇಲ್ಲಿ egg ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ, it will come and fuse with the egg. Alright, so this is how the function of filiform apparatus is being set up. Fine. So this is the complete image of the embryo sac, developed embryo sac. This is the developed embryo sac. Developed embryo sac has chalazal end and micropylar end. Chalazal end ಅಲ್ಲಿ 3 antipodals with 3 nucleus ಇರುತ್ತೆ. Centrally 2 polar nuclei will become a central cell, and towards the micropylar region ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, there are 2 synergids and 1 egg cell behind that, and filiform apparatus for the attraction of the incoming pollen grains towards the egg. So to fuse for the fertilization process. Okay, so that is the major function for filiform apparatus. So as we saw the development of embryo sac, now we have to remember that these mitotic divisions are free nuclear divisions. Okay, these mitotic divisions are free nuclear divisions because these are not followed by the cell formation. That means what? Karyokinesis is happening without cytokinesis here. That is why we saw priorly with only the nucleus being divided into 8 nucleate stage, correct? And then after which the cell wall formed, and with the antipodal central cell and with the synergids and egg cell, the formation was being proceed, right? So you have to remember that mitotic divisions are free nuclear divisions without cell wall formation. So these 6 among the 8 nuclei are surrounded by cell walls. What are we understanding here? 6 out of 8 nuclei. Okay, 6 nuclei out of 8 nuclei will be surrounded with cell walls. Will be surrounded with cell walls and will be organized systematically into cells. Okay, so the remaining, how many is been remained now? Out of 8, 6 has become cells. Remaining 2 nuclei will be called as polar nuclei. They are called as polar nuclei as they are situated below the egg apparatus. Below the egg apparatus in the large central cell. See, this was the embryo sac development. We found 3 antipodal cells here. 1, 2, 3 antipodals and remaining 3. Remaining 3 become 2 synergids and 1 egg cell. So totally how many cells are formed now? There are 6 cells being formed. So remaining 2 nuclei will become polar nuclei in the center with 1 central cell. Correct? This is egg apparatus and this is the antipodal cells. Remaining 2 nucleus or 2 nuclei will form in the center inside the central cell. This is what we have understood with the process of the development of embryo sac. Now, this characteristic distribution of the cells within the embryo sac, we can see the characteristic development or characteristic distribution of the nuclei and further forming cells within the embryo sac. See, 3 antipodals again, synergids, filiform apparatus, egg cell and the central cell with the 2 polar nuclei. So this is how the final embryo sac or a mature embryo sac will look like. Alright. So when we observe the distribution of cells inside the embryo sac, we will understand the different organization of the nuclei and then further forming of the cells. That is the cell wall formation, which is forming a separate cell. This is the mature embryo sac. Okay. This picture may be given, this diagram they will ask, and with that diagram you need to identify the different labelings. Okay, in that format also questions will be asked in the NEET exam. Okay, so you have to understand that in the one central cell there are 2 polar nuclei, and always remember that is 8 nuclei and 7 celled stage. There are no 8 cells here. There are only 7 cells because 2 polar nuclei are present in the central cell. So this is the mature embryo sac diagrammatic representation. Okay, which is very important. Okay. Yes. So these 3 cells which are at micropylar end, again it is a kind of a revision. Just remember, 3 cells towards the micropylar end constitute the egg apparatus. Which is the egg apparatus here? This is the egg apparatus, right? So this is towards the micropylar end. All right. Then the egg apparatus in turn will consist of two synergids, and one egg cell, right? So the synergids have special cellular thickenings called filiform apparatus. See, this is the filiform apparatus, finger-like projections. What is the function of this filiform apparatus? It helps to direct the incoming male nucleus, male cells from the pollen tube towards the egg. That is the function of filiform apparatus. Alright. So this filiform apparatus plays a role in guiding the pollen tube into the synergids. Alright, this is the function of the filiform apparatus. Got it? So this is how you need to explain the embryo sac, or whenever it is being asked in the form of a diagram and you need to find out the labelings. Okay, the correct labelings you need to find out and you will be able to identify rightly when you understand it properly. Okay, now. So this is about the embryo sac. Okay, this is the main egg which is required for the fertilization of the sperm of the male gametophyte, right? So now, antipodals of vegetative cells. Antipodals are also called as vegetative cells. There are how many antipodals? Yesterday, there are 3 antipodals towards which end? Yav kade ide? Micropylar chalazella. Obviously, it is towards the chalasil end. Chalasil end. That is also very important and quite tricky when you are trying to solve your paper. Okay, you will be sure when you have learnt it. But when you sit for your exam, everything will get messed up. Okay, don't get confused. Aramage question neat agodi. Antipodals towards which side anta question kelidre, you have to be able to write it as towards the chalasil end. Egg apparatus yav kade ide? Micropylar end. Okay, so this is how you will identify and solve the questions for your exam. Then the large central cell has 2 polar nuclei, we called, and that is why a typical matured angiospermic embryo sac will have 8 nucleate and 7 celled stage. Embryo sac is called as 8 nucleate 7 celled stage. Got it? So for that, how in the board exam they will ask, how do you prove that 8 nucleate and 7 celled stage? You have to explain it briefly, and they may also ask for a reason. Why is it called so anta? Alva? And also multiple choice question allu keltare 6, so il numbers change ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. Okay, don't get confused. 8 nuclei irutte, 7 cells irutte. Right? Yes. Now again the same thing, the structure of embryo sac. See, this is the structure of mature embryo sac. For this, again repeatedly I am telling you, the questions, most of the questions will be asked, concentrate more on this, where the antipodals or synergids agirbodu, filiform apparatus function agirbodu, yavade labelings kottruno, you have to label it properly. Okay, they may ask 2 or 3 labelings for one question. Okay, so do it properly.
Root 3 into root 3, right? So root 3.
Now let us solve few MCQs. Mature female gametophyte of angiosperm plant is called as what? or it is in which stage? Okay, 3-celled, 5-celled, 8-celled and 7-celled. Previous slide only ನಾವು ನೋಡಿದ್ವಿ, ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾ? ಸೊ now you have to tell me the right answer. ಮೆಚೂರ್ ಫೀಮೇಲ್ ಗ್ಯಾಮೆಟೋಫೈಟ್ ಅಂತ ಕೊಟ್ಟರು ಒಂದೇ, ಅಥವಾ ಮೆಚೂರ್ ಎಂಬ್ರಿಯೋ ಸ್ಯಾಕ್ ಅಂತ ಕೊಟ್ಟರು ಒಂದೇ. ಇದರ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಸೇಮ್ ಮೀನಿಂಗ್. ಓಕೆನಾ? ಫೀಮೇಲ್ ಗ್ಯಾಮೆಟೋಫೈಟ್ ಏನು ಅಂತ ಡೋಂಟ್ ವಂಡರ್. ಫೀಮೇಲ್ ಗ್ಯಾಮೆಟೋಫೈಟ್ ಅಂದ್ರೂ ಒಂದೇ, ಮೆಚೂರ್ ಎಂಬ್ರಿಯೋ ಸ್ಯಾಕ್ ಅಂದ್ರೂ ಒಂದೇ. ಓಕೆ, ಬೋತ್ ಆರ್ ಸೇಮ್. ಯಾವ ಸೆಲ್, ಎಷ್ಟು ಸೆಲ್ಸ್ ಇತ್ತು? 8 ಸೆಲ್ಲ, 7 ಸೆಲ್ಲ? I know you will not get confused with 3 and 5, but you will sometimes with hurry burry you will get confused with 8 and 7. Now tell me, which is the right answer? How many cells? Antipodals 3 cells. Egg apparatus 3 cells. 3 plus 3 6. And one more? Central cell. So it becomes 7-celled. So 7-celled is the right answer for this. Next. The cells in the egg apparatus are, there are 3 cells in the egg apparatus. You have to name them properly now. Is it 1 egg cell with 1 synergid, or 1 synergid with 2 egg cells, or 1 egg cell with 2 synergids, or 2 egg cells with 2 synergids? Now, which is the right answer here? Yes, obviously it is 1 egg cell with 2 synergids. Right? 2 synergids with the opposite sides and the center, you can find the egg cell. Yes, next question. If the egg cell of an angiospermic plant has 20 chromosomes, the chromosome present in PEN or leaf cell or megaspore mother cell, or in the synergid respectively, any of these cells are 30, 40, 20 or 10, 60, 30, 20 or 20, or it could be 60, 40, 40 or 20, or 40 with 20, 10 and 10. So what is the question here? If the egg cell has 20 chromosomes, the chromosomes present in PEN cell, leaf cell, megaspore mother cell and synergid cell, in all these 4 cells separately, you have to remember the chromosomes here. You have to analyze the chromosomes present in each separately. Okay, PEN ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ, ಲೀಫ್ ಸೆಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಮೆಗಾಸ್ಪೋರ್ MMC ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಸಿನರ್ಜಿಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟಿರುತ್ತೆ ಕ್ರೋಮೋಸೋಮ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ, when we have to when we are trying to analyze. So what is the chromosomes number here? 60 in PEN, 40 in leaf cells, MMC again it is 40, and synergid will have 20 chromosomes. Okay, so 20 chromosomes. What is happening in synergids? It is N. N andre the same number of chromosomes. But what is happening in MMC and leaf cell? It is 2N. Andre double the chromosomes. Correct? But in PEN, it is triple. Okay, the chromosomes have been multiplied thrice and possessing 60 chromosomes. So this is how the chromosomes are distributed respectively in each of these cells. All right. Next question. Filiform apparatus is found in synergids, egg cell, antipodal cells or central cell. In which cell? Towards which end? Obviously it is towards micropylar end. Okay, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ ಏನು ಕೇಳಿರೋದು, ಫಿಲಿಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಅಪ್ಯಾರಿಟಿಸ್ ಯಾವ ಸೆಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿದೆ ಅಂತ. ಇಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಇನ್ ಎಗ್ ಸೆಲ್? ನೋ, ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಇನ್ synergids. Okay, so the right answer will be synergids. So with that we will proceed to the next topic. Thank you, students.